enjoy.
Then to come forward for the boarding procedure, boarding card and passport over at the photo page for inspection, but only if the zone number on the boarding card shows up on the screen for boarding. Thank you.
Small electronic devices may be used at all times. When set to airplane mode and secured in your hand or pocket.
Dear passengers, a very good evening and welcome to Amsterdam. Please remain seated with your seatbelt button. On behalf of the entire crew, thank you for flying KLM World Airlines. It was a pleasure having you on board with us today.
Kasi New York,
Heb je 703 ja?
Oh, ja, zie je, als je daar wel zit, is het helemaal vrij. And the other one. Enjoy. Was alles een exploitatie of was dat? Eén minuutje. Ik kan alleen met één betalen op het moment. Je kan alleen. Sorry? Ja, oh, ja, zeker. Maar ja, hadden we even finale gekomen. Ben je best af geweest? Je krijgt niet zo'n voor. Het zijn €5 en 10 cent. Is everything okay? Yes. Zou ik een bier cappuccinootje halen? Ik haal met ijs en ik ben het. Ik haal met ijs en met het. Jeroen, ik hou van het trekje. Zie je bij? Zie je bij? Ja, ik denk dat... Dankjewel.
weet je niet wat de kwijting en dat. Je kan hem wegdraaien, hè? Dus er zit een blauw vlakje tussen. Dus je kan wegdraaien. Dit is maar een 4 mm.
Yes, I have. Je bent gewoon weer aan het snijden. So you bring the machine with you. my eyebrows lighter, the same as my hair color.
I don't get it, like there's genital actually.
I know, but I don't understand.
Going out. Entrance is no exit. Use the exit, press the green button on the yellow.
Enjoy, guys.
chồng tôi.
I know sooner or later it will come, the day that I know I'm in love. Will it feel warm and dry like a kiss in July? Will it chill down my bones? Will it cool like the snow? And I look at my window to see what the universe has in store for me. People passing by in the street will be smiling at me, 'cause they already know what it's like being in love. The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can just step out and out. The windows will open up.
En dan weer een I?
Ja.
Nee, helemaal top. Ik ga het gewoon even, ik bel je sowieso even aankomende week wel. Want dan zal ik even aan je stoel vragen wat ongeveer de termijn dan is. En wat hij dan kan doen.
Ja, en weet je misschien wat afmetingen zijn van dit stuk zo helemaal?
Ja. Thank you.
Americano. This one or the lemon? Lemon? Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy. Bye. Can you put it in your cup? No. Oh, there's like sugar, caramel inside. Can you make one sugar? Yeah. Chino, there's like some sugar in it. Thank you. There you go. Brussels sprouts, the pork, the chicken and the potatoes, the beans and the beef. Put it over here. And the gravy. Hot. So when you're taking a bite, maybe break it before eating it. Yeah? Enjoy. It's a menu that you order for 2 persons. Your favorite. I'll take this one. Oh yeah. Then I'll take the other.
It's funny because
Also, oh, she's cute. Also, could be really sweet too. Oh look, Nietzsche.
Yes, I understand.
Algo tan caro. De...
Finally tipped, well then you'd know how hard I fell for you. If the world stopped turning tomorrow, if it all fell into the sea, I'd let it sink to the bottom, 'cause I only care about one thing, you know. None of it matters as much as you matter to me.
Amsterdam Convention Center.
To, że pan się dwa wypowiedzi ubezpieczane. Ja wie pan co?
A proszę pani, to wyjątkowo i proszę do mnie. Negocjacje sobie się poważnie.
It's a big time in the cook-off. Just cook it off. And it's sunny right now. I don't think it's a sprint today. No. And then it's always supposed to rain in the middle of the year. Yeah. So it's fun.
Oh my God.
Is the place over there? Hat Leni vielleicht noch mal. Did you see that? That's ik heb wel naar zo'n glas
Friday on the heb het wel eens aan je gedacht. Ja, ik weet niet meer waarom. Ja, leuk hè, klinkt het. Oh ja, jij staat hier.
Vabbè, cosa dobbiamo fare? Devo stare qua a fare una foto.
I hope we don't fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can't tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? There's so much more than we've been told, way beyond what we can hold. Keep your eyes.
Dag, 2 minuten. Plaats. Beautiful. Nice, beautiful. Okay.
No!
Through. Yeah, you're not. This street's very touristy.
Kaas? Kaas?
Prosciutto?
Kaas!
Hambre?
Have a nice day, enjoy.
Kaas?
Frikandel is still coming, you know.
Hi guys, next one?
Yes, here's the first one.
Hi guys, next one in line please?
Wat kwam met een zij? Hier van die dingen.
die nu met deze zijn. Grazie. Voilà.
With me. No, Cartaro. I would prefer Cartaro. And you have
Oh.
Als je een oude avond hebt,
Moet er een zakje om?
Nee, voor tijden.
Ah, goed.
Even een vraagje.
Give me change if you have. I need change. Because it's empty.
Waarom is het zo snel gedaan? Misschien niet zo
Ja, wij staan helemaal druk te praten met die vrouw. Die staat de hele tijd te praten en dan...
you go. And a special apple. Enjoy.
Jeroen denkt ook dat we een bus engeltjes hebben. We hebben gewoon mee kunnen betalen.
Ja. Klopt. Ja, als het goed is. En deze vind ik dan toch niet. Ja, dus ik ga even kijken. Ja. De pannen. Ja. It's an old skill in India. Nou, ik ga er gewoon bellen. Maar wit is er wel ook zo. Beetje, nou dat is geen jaren. Dat zou wel onyx zijn. Ja, hè? Ja. Just geef nou, heb je daar niet meer zo'n zin in, hè? Ik wil nog een cool plekje zetten in het huis. Niet in de zon. Dat ik nog heel even. Hoor? Ja, even.
Zag ik alleen wel dat die strelitzia naar de andere kant moest, maar ja.
Nou, van God heeft iets heel moois gemaakt en dan zie je. jongen.
Ja sam dali ima još njima, da pravo kažem ja
No, ma dobbiamo capire cosa vuol dire.
Zocht om te wachten tot een zonenummer wordt omgeroepen.
For KLM flight 861 to Tokyo Narita, the following procedure.
Open the bag and remove the vest. Place it over your
When that sleep won't come and you've cried your song, let it come to you. There's nothing you can do until I see you smile just below those eyes that tell me you're okay. It's written on your face. As you come to light, I come alive. Your silhouette in the summer sky. But this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. Turn your sorrow in, burn every piece of it. Let me comfort you, I'll be your go-to. Cause these are youthful days, we will grow in great, worse or better. Our time is best together. You must know that I love you so. Never bargain you for your weight in gold. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. If you're seeing through a single eye, you're missing half of what this world looks like. In a sea that only feels half tide, there is more, and I know that it's yours and mine. But this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. This